Next up is David Little. Give it up for David Little!
So how do you know it's summertime in Portland, Oregon? The rain is warmer. Okay. How do you know you're watching a Chris Brown and Drake fight? You know you're watching a Chris Breezy fight and a Drake fight when all the women leave, because if Chris Brown loses the fight to Drake, Chris Brown is going to go after the women in the audience to beat them up. Well, this weekend was the death of Rodney King. And a lot of people remember Rodney King for the infamous video where the LAPD was whooping him senselessly and they didn't know that the videotape was taping him. But what was strange, he survived that beating. But he ended up dying in the back of his, in his backyard in a swimming pool. I think it was one of those old injuries, you know, right now they're litigating for punch drunk syndrome and getting too many hits to the head for playing football. And I think that he got one too many hits with a baton. And what he's famously known for is, can we get along? Because of the riots, 55 people got killed in the riots down there after the verdict, releasing the officers. Can we get along? But I think after he drowned in the pool, probably from one of those old baton hits to the head, he probably figured he could have gone to court and get some more money. So he probably would have changed that instead of can we get along to can I get paid a little more. I thought it was funny. I've got this idea for a sci-fi movie, and it's called the Planet 1%. Planet 1% is a concept that deals with the Sneezeface. In the future, if we, as your concern was, if he is elected, Mitt Romney, if he's elected president representing the 1%, the 1%, the super uber rich people, that we're going to be on a planet that doesn't look the same because all the environmental protections are going to be gone because all the people that are super, super rich, got the corporations, they want to deregulate everything. So there's no protection for clean air, no protection for clean food. And we would just be walking around with what I call like sneeze faces. We'd be allergic to everything and everybody. And you know that look on your face, you know that expression just before you sneeze? Everybody be walking around looking like that because they'd be just getting ready to sneeze and that. I think that's the making of a science fiction movie. Planet 1%. Anyway, it's an idea. That could be reality if you don't vote, so register to vote, please. I brought a friend here tonight. This is his first time out, and probably a little feisty, a little shy, but would you like me to bring him out in the few minutes I have left? I'll bring him out. Okay. His name is Dan. Dan the Man. So his first time out anywhere. So welcome, Dan the Man. I'm Dan the Man. I'm a dwarf. I'm not a midget. Anybody call me a midget, gonna have to meet me outside, and 40,000 of my other homies in America. And you would definitely be subjected to a beatdown that would go viral on YouTube. 40,000 dwarfs. If you call us the M word. The M word in the dwarf word in the world is midget. Don't ever call a dwarf a midget. Them is fighting words. When you're a dwarf, when you're a little person, people, they say stupid things and do stupid things. They think just because little and low to the ground that you won't bend them over with a low blow. Pow! Low blows are dangerous. Low blows, if you say anything, if you call us the M word, you might get a low blow to the butt, kneecap. We bend you over with a low blow to the balls or the box. You talk crazy, you come at us crazy like that. We have one guy one time, he came up to me, you know what he said? He said, why is your head bigger than the rest of your body? I looked at him and I said, why are your man boobs bigger than your fat gut? Are you pregnant? Or are you lactating? He couldn't answer that one. He couldn't answer that one. I had one person one time, people do stupid things when they see little people like us out there. Stupid things. One guy came over, he thought he was being funny. He took his Rottweiler off the leash. He took his Rottweiler off the leash, and before he said let him go, he looked at me and he says, my dog is in heat. He said, do you want Vaseline or KY jelly with what he's going to do to you? Well, the dog came running after me, and here's what I did. I grabbed him by the collar, and before he could get up to mount me and go down on the downstroke, I grabbed his collar, and I jumped up on top of that Rottweiler, and I was riding him like a rodeo horse. Yeehaw! Giddy up! Yeah, don't try that with us. Don't do crazy stuff. People with dogs don't think you'll do anything. Somebody tried to sick their dog on me one time. You know what? I told him, you know, you might just witness, you may not want to do that. You may just witness an apocalypse zombie moment when I spread your dog with relish and mustard and eat that sucker. I might just do that. Crazy. People do crazy things. One time a dog came up to me, raised his leg. I said, you let your dog raise your leg to me like I'm a fire hydrant. I'm going to tie his wiener in a knot. That's true. It's true, sir. True that. When you a little person, this is the life of a dwarf. I'm Dan the man. This is the life of a dwarf. When you're a little person, it's hard to get a job. It's hard to get it. You know the new movie out, I forget her name in it, but it's called Snow White and the Huntsman. Now that's Snow White, and she got like 7 dwarfs. She got some dwarfs. And you know what? They hired big people for that. They hired big people and they digitized them so they were little. So that means I ain't got a job. What's up with that? You wonder why we angry. You know, he making a little money with the Jackass movies. You know, me, he making a little money, you know. Whenever the Austin Powers come out with another movie, you know. But, you know, I did get a little role in playing the Ewok.
You get 2 minutes.
Thank you. With the Ewok and in Return of the Jedi. That was a long time ago. So, food for thought. Next time you see a little person, you don't call us the M-word. We're little people or dwarves. Don't take our picture. Don't come up trying to touch us. Don't come up saying stupid stuff. You know, we just want to be treated just like everybody else. So just remember that next time you see a little person out there. I'm Dan the man. David? Where's David at? Where's my check? I'm supposed to get paid for this, you know. David! David! I gotta go get David. You got some money for me. David! Thank you all for listening.
Alberta Street Public House.
Alberta Street Public House. This is our moment. This is our time. We love our brothers and sisters in the gay and lesbian community. We want everybody to make sure you vote. Vote whoever you need to, but just know that everybody can make a big difference. Ordinary people can do extraordinary things. We're not done with the fight yet. We are not done. We have a long way to go. So just keep that in mind. Love your brothers and sisters. We're going to continue to fight for civil rights for our gay, lesbian brothers and sisters. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America. I'm David Little. Thanks for listening.